Hello everybody, Lori here from Unique at the Creek. Hello when you come in. Hello, hello. We are streaming on Facebook, we are streaming on YouTube, and we're streaming on Instagram. Hello, hello everybody. So tonight I am going to be doing a butterfly swag. So when I was in the warehouse on Saturday showing some like cool stuff we got in, I had an idea as I was showing the stuff, and I mentioned that idea stupidly. I mentioned it live and I got hi everybody. I got a ton of messages asking when I was gonna do said idea that I had mentioned. We got enough email or messages. I got enough messages that I figured I better do it soon. So we are, and I was going to do it on the oval board, and it could be easily done on the oval board, but I thought I would show some love to the rectangle boards tonight. So we're gonna make it, my idea, a swag. Let's see. Hello. No, I'm only, oh, I'm seeing everybody's. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to do a swag on the rectangle board. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to jump on before we get started. So I've cut some of my ribbons. I cut them at 13 inches. So I'm making my little packs right now. And then we'll go through everything I'm going to use and we'll start building. So it's going to be, so I'm going to use purple and yellow together. Good evening, good evening. Hello, hello everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to go down to the board in 1 second. And we'll show you guys, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to use. These right now. Hello everybody. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of goodies here. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but we'll build something really pretty, okay? So I'm going to be using the rectangle board, okay? If you don't know, our rectangle boards do come in a 2-pack. So you can do a small swag, or you can join them together, do a large swag. We're going to do a large swag tonight with the 2 boards because these are what I showed at What's New in the Warehouse on Saturday night, or Saturday during the day. These are these metal cutout butterflies. They are so pretty and they're inexpensive. So I showed these and I had an idea, which you can absolutely do, because I picked out this absolutely gorgeous mesh that I showed as well. And this mesh, I did pin all the SKU numbers. This is a vertical, it's called a vertical foil plaid mesh. It has all the colors of all 3 of the butterflies in it. So it's got the pink, the yellow, and the lavender. Okay, so I was just going to use an oval board, fill it up with ruffles, and I'm showing you guys because you can absolutely do this. Fill it up with some nice ruffles with this beautiful mesh, and then I was just going to attach 3 butterflies. The 3 butterflies on the oval board. I should have just did it like this. I don't know why. Okay, so you can fit all 3 on one side. I just can't hold it up. You can fit them on the oval board. And then the other side, I was just going to make a really pretty bow. And these are the ribbons I chose for tonight. I chose a yellow diamond, diagonal diamond it's called. I chose one of this is new. It's a 7/8 Swiss dot. So we got a lot of 7/8 in. 7/8 is fabulous because you get more, again, you get more bang for your buck. So we got a lot of the Swiss dot 7/8. So this is a light pink with white Swiss dot 7/8. And then I'm going to add in, look how pretty this ribbon is. It's got all our colors in it. Once we go down to the board, you'll see it closer. But it's got the yellow, lavender, and pink roses in this. And then I am pairing it, this one, up with another 7/8 lavender fine glitter. Look how pretty. So we got roses, we got yellow diamond diagonal, and we got a pink Swiss dot. So these are ribbons I'm going to use tonight with this gorgeous mesh. And we're going to add some florals. So what became like a simple project on the oval board, I turned into a big project on the rectangle boards. And I wish I would have just stuck with my oval board. But that is just an idea I'm giving you guys. Like I said, all 3 butterflies will fit on one side of the oval. And then just put a nice bow with some tails on the other side. Perfect. I should have listened to myself. But we're going to do a big swag. Hello from freezing Michigan. Yeah, it's not too warm here either. There's a travel ban again over in Buffalo. So anyways, I did post in the description all the numbers that I'm using, including the 3 butterflies. And we're going to break down some picks. So I did do a quick tutorial on how you can get the most bang for your buck for using picks. So I've already done some pink and some yellow. I broke them down like I showed you guys in the video. We're going to do the purple one here. And we're going to make our own little picks to go onto our swag. Okay, so let's get to this. Here we go. Hello, my friends. Okay, so these are these new picks that we got in. I love them. They're so very full of everything. They're really pretty. So tonight we're going to be using the purple lavender, the pink, and yellow. But I'm going to break these down. I already did those ones. And the numbers are posted in the description as well. So what I'm going to do, there's 3 main picks on here. Now you can just keep them like this. So you just kind of rip them off, and they're paper taped. And there's 3 picks from the 1 spray. Okay, but you can break it down even more. And I'm going to break mine down even more by ripping these out. Okay, so like you seen me do it with the red the other day. I get a little 4-inch zip tie. And this is just how you can break down more. You have the hardest time finding the flower boards. It's the large board. The large and the small board are what we use to make the flowers. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this green. I'm going to take one of these flower stems. Let's see, there's a lavender. A piece of this green foam. One of these little spiky things. And And then I'm also using, these are fun sprays we got in as well. It's a big spray. I broke it down. And these are actual foam. They're foam little flowers with pips on the end. So there's different color pips on the end. So they had 5 stems on them, but I don't want them this long. They are pretty long, these stems, right? So what I've done is I'm ripping them apart even more. So I'm tearing down the bottom ones because up at the top where the purple and pink is, so I ripped off the blue, the green, the yellow, and the white because they were way down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them up, all up, almost at the same level. Okay. Oops. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my wire cutter. Actually, I'm going to put a little tiny zip tie around it, little tiny 4-inch zip tie just around the bottom of this. Cut it off. And then I'm going to cut this. Now, this is me being cheap, guys. You guys can absolutely, like, that's a whole stem right there. You can have, there's 3 pieces, 3 sprays on each one of these stems. I'm just cheap and I break it down even further. So I'm going to add a bit of this fun into my pre-made, or my made picks here. And again, I'm going to put a little zip tie around it. Cut that all down. And there we go. So I made myself a little pick that we're going to put into our swag. And I made a whole bunch of them. So I broke down the yellow, I broke down the pink, and we're going to continue breaking down the lavender purple. So again, see how the pink and the purple are so much longer on these? I like to rip them apart, and then we're going to join it higher. And these are super cute. Like I said, they're little foam things on him. And then they have the pips on the end of them of the whatever color. They're super cute. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, and let's add some of this pick we broke apart. See, look how cute that looks. Start adding pieces. And you have a very unique little pick to use in your project, whether it be a centerpiece or a wreath or whatever you're using. Put a little tiny zip tie around it, clip it all off, and then we just made another pick. Cute, eh? This one I'm going to leave whole, because at the top and bottom, because we're going to make a swag, and we're going to make the ends of the swag kind of pointy, I'm going to use one whole piece here and one whole piece at the bottom. So I'm going to leave this one, and I'll just break down this one. Okay, so let's rip this apart. Okay, so piece of flower. Well, this one doesn't have very much flowers on it. Okay, some green, some of these foam leaves, one of these spiky things, and I got a zip tie around it. So we're going to use the floral little picks that I've just made. We're going to use them going around the outer part of the swag. In the center of the swag, we're going to be putting our butterflies. And then at the top and bottom, we're going to be putting a bow with our ribbons. It's chilly down here. Whew. And we got some snow today. Holy moly, we got lots of snow. Thank God I have an amazing husband. I was going out for lunch with my girlfriend and I didn't realize it was snowing so bad. And as soon as I said to my husband I was going out for lunch with Patty, he disappeared. I opened the front door and there he is cleaning my car off. Isn't that amazing? He's such a great guy. But it was a lot of snow fell today. How about where you guys are? Lots of snow today? All right, so this is the last little pick I have to make. And then we're gonna get down to business here. I have to get my spring summer stuff out because I have these little flowers I got from the dollar store that would have been really, really cute into putting into our little pick. Just add, because then if you have a nice pick like this and you want to add even more, you can add a few little Dollar Tree florals that would, you know, it won't cheapen it. You know what I mean? Because some of the Dollar Tree stuff, some of it's okay, but some is, you know, kind of cheapy looking. But if you know, sparingly put a few pieces into a spray like this, it won't cheapen it at all. So, but they're all in bins and I didn't pull them out yet because I'm lazy. All right, so where I have joined my boards, I am, like I said, I'm using the two rectangle boards together because we're going to make a big, large swag. So I joined them on row I and row J, okay? So you can see how they're joined here, and I just put a zip tie. You put them over top. Ooh, I knew there was a reason I got two sets out. So take your two boards and you can put one over top of the other. So I'm doing I and J, just put them over top, and then you're just going to put a zip tie going through the holes like that, and all four holes, and do it up. You got a nice sturdy frame. Okay, so you just do, I'll put all four in, and there you go. You have a nice, well, I didn't. You have to put all four in. I didn't do the zip ties up right. Okay, and that's what I did here. So this is going to be pretty large when we're done. All right, I am going to be using, and I marked it on my board already. I marked in marker this letter A up top here. I wrote top and bottom because I'm going to be putting like a funky kind of bow up at the top, but the bottom I'm going to do a bow with some tails. So I just labeled it for myself, and I'm going to be using the first set of holes on row A at the top, and then I'm going to skip two holes and then go to the next one. Skip and go to the next one. Skip, go to the next one. Because you'll see, you most definitely do not have to use every set of holes for your swag, because we're going to be using mesh and it's going to get really full. Okay? So I'm actually using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of mesh on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm doing the same on the other side. So that's 12 pieces of mesh. And then I'll be doing the center of each row that I've done the side. So that's another 6. So we're going to need 18 pieces of mesh. Okay? 18 pieces of mesh. And I'm cutting my mesh at like 16 inches. I don't know why I picked 16 inches, I just did. So you don't have to wood burn or anything. You just cut your mesh at 16 inches and you need 18 pieces. And to fold our mesh, we're just going to do a ruffle, but I'm going to bring in, like I always do, let's bring in the edge just in case there's fray. We're not going to see it. Flip it around, bring in the edge again, and then we're just going to pinch or pleat it right up the center. Oh, this mesh is so pretty. And then I'm just going to clip it. So we're just making a ruffle that kind of looks like a bow tie. Okay? We're going to need 12 of these for the outside row. And then our ribbons. Now I am putting florals on the outside and ribbons. You don't really need both, but I figured, you know, if I'm teaching this, I might as well go big or go home, right? So I'm going to add florals and ribbon tails so you guys can see how pretty it is. Oh, I wanted to show you. Hold on. I just want to show you this swag that I made. I made this quite a while ago. So we're going to have this for reference. This swag is ribbon tails and, pull this up. It is ribbon tails and florals, just like we're going to do. Okay, you can see it's very pretty. It's only one board. So I only used one rectangle board. We are going to do the same kind of style swag, but with the two boards. So I wanted to bring the one board out so we can see the difference when we're done of the size. Okay, so this is one board. Super pretty. And then I'll bring it out when we're done and we'll compare the two. So I need I'm doing 6 pieces of ribbon. Of each ribbon, I have 4 different ribbons. I need 6 at 13 inches. I don't know why I picked 13 and I don't know why I picked 16, just out of the air. So I'm taking my measure buddy, I got it blocked at 13 inches and we're going to go around 6 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll cut this off. Cut the ends and then we're going to dovetail it. Going to fold it in half lengthwise, cut from the folded edge to the outside corner, and that is going to give you your beautiful dovetail. And then I paired this ribbon up with the pink, the 7/8 inch pink Swiss dot. Like I said at the beginning, we got all kinds of new 7/8 inch ribbon in. And they work wonderful on the boards and they're less expensive. So they do make a really pretty bow, the 7/8 inch. So I just like to fold these in half and I make my little ribbon packets. So I paired the yellow 1.5 inch with the lavender fine glitter or shimmer glitter. And that's one set. And then this set is the 7/8 inch with this pretty rose. And I don't think I put the, Tina, you might want to put this number in, RGE1179M6. I decided to use this ribbon at the very last minute, this rose ribbon. I thought with the 3 colored butterflies, it's going to look really pretty with that. The mesh was, I cut the mesh at 16 inches. You need 18 pieces. So you're not going to use quite the full roll. Yeah, these butterflies are really, really pretty. We just got them in. I'm not sure how much they are. Let's see. Just go here and type in butterfly. So they are, in US, each one of these butterflies are $3.55. So that's not bad. $3.55 American for each butterfly. Now I'm using all 3. Obviously you don't have to use all 3, but we'll see what it looks like. All right, so I got these ribbon tails ready, these ribbon tails ready. My mesh is ready. Let's start building. Okay, this is the top, so we're going to start. I'm just going to put a zip tie. I'm going to use zip ties. Everybody knows I love my zip ties. So we're going to start at the top row, or letter A. I'm just using the hole to the outside of the board. I'm going to take a piece of mesh. Take that where it's in the center where we pinched it. Put it on right on the between the board and the outside, and do that up. I'm not doing it up super tight. Now I like to fold right here the edge. If you fold it kind of down towards the board, it makes your ruffle go out towards the outside even more, if that makes sense. So we're going to start putting some, I want a pick with one of these in. So I'm going to take this little pick that I made. Okay, and we're going to put it, I didn't do the zip tie quite up really tight yet, so because I want to put my greenery into my zip tie. So we're not going to use glue. No glue. Okay, so we're going to stick it right in there. All right. I did my zip tie up a little too tight. Just like that. And then we'll do it up. And I'm going to cut it off. Now you're not going to see that because we are going to put some mesh here. And we can spread out your pick. So it's in the center. I'm going to use another zip tie right over top. Right over top. Now you can do this with, obviously you can do this with pipe cleaners, a lot easier. I love my zip ties. I just find it, you know, everything stays in a lot better and I don't have to use glue. So I'm going to fold and put my ribbons just right over top and do it up. Like I said, you can do pipe cleaners or even like PVC twists and get it in there. Or you can do like me and just use zip ties. There's the first one. Okay, next one. So again, I'm angling the ruffle towards the outside. Not super tight. And there's purple there. We'll do some yellow. to a little yellow pick. Just stick it in the zip tie, do that up. Kind of bend it to the middle and go over top again. Now there's many, many easier ways to make a swag like this. I like to show the way anybody, if you're a beginner or advanced, I like to teach that everybody's a beginner. So I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I always teach, like, even doing a zip tie up. I like to teach, I even show how, you know, how you do your zip tie up and stuff like that. And I like to show people how to make wreaths without using glue as well. It's going to be so pretty, right? Look at these colors. So we'll get everything in, and then once everything's in, we can move around our picks and stuff like that, and our tails. So we're going to the next one. So like I said, there's 6 on each side, so we're going to do 12. So I did purple, yellow, so this one will be pink. Threw all my little things in a little basket here, so they're all tangled, but that's okay. Hello everybody, thanks for watching. We're going to make a really pretty butterfly swag on a stormy, blowy, snowy night. Okay, back to the rose ribbon. And like I said, you can do your whole swag and you don't even have to put ribbon tails if you don't want. Oh, well, thank you, Kathy. That's really sweet of you to say. I'm glad you said that. Because sometimes it's just like, you know, even me, sometimes I'm just like, maybe I should give it up. You know, are people getting tired of the way I teach, or... I am skipping 3 holes. Yes, Tina, thank you for noticing that. I'm skipping 3 holes. So I'm using a total of 6 pieces on each side. Bring this to the center. This is going to be super pretty when we're done. Super pretty. All right, so I need purple now. Just kind of lifting. You can go around and put all your mesh. Let's try that. You can put all your mesh and then your florals in, and then go back and do your tails so you don't get your ribbon all messed up. So I'm going to use some purple here. Just sticking it in my zip tie. Once it's in there, do it up. Move all these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. yellow, yellow. So because I put a little zip tie at the end of my little greenery thing, if somebody were to pull it, it won't come out because the zip tie almost acts like a stopper. All right, now we're in the corner. This is going to be big. But we have 3 big butterflies to put down the center of it, so. What color am I on? Pink. Oh, I need a pink with one of these. I'm doing pink, these on the corners. Here's pink. Screen keeps going away. Hi, Joyce. All the ribbons are, the numbers are in the description. The only one that isn't is this rose one, and it's RGE1179M6. I cannot wait till we get our app. When we get our app, I won't have to do all this. You guys will be able to just grab what I'm using. All right, now we're going to go back up. We're going to go up the side here. And then we'll come back and put our ribbon tails on. So I'm going to do pink with one of these things in it that match there. Well, it's going to be big. It's going to be pretty much over the top big, nice and full. You just got to trust the process. I can't fit it. You can already tell I can't even fit it onto my table here. There. It's going to be big, and it's unreal how little supplies we're using, honestly, on this. We're not even using a full roll of mesh. Okay, yellow, yellow. So I'm just kind of mimicking what I did on one side, I'm doing on the other. It's a very pretty mesh. It comes in various different colors. And it's very high hiding, so it's really nice. They're doing a good job at the wholesaler on their mesh game. Oh, that didn't even work. Next is purple. Not, it's broken. Come on. It is gorgeous. So watch the beginning, how I kind of showed you guys how you can also do this on the oval board. And you don't have to use all these ribbons and stuff if you don't want, because the mesh is just gorgeous by itself. Okay, next one is color. Pink. Pink, pink. Purple, yellow. Huh. Oh well, I'll just use yellow. Purple. Oh, the purple here. I'll just do another yellow. Okay, and now we're back at the corner again. And we have purple in this one with these pip things. So we'll do the same on this corner. Okay, and then we got the purple again. Okay, now we're going to go along and put our ribbon tails in now. And this one. We are live. We're building a big old swag. We're not going to use glue. We took apart some florals to get more bang for our buck out of it. And I'm just putting in some pretty ribbon. And again, I'm using zip ties. You can use pipe cleaners. You can use whatever you want. I just love zip ties. Just everything is going to stay in, and I know that when you use zip ties. Like nothing's going to come out. Yes, we do sell the mesh, and there's different colors too of the plaid. There's another one I was going to use. It has more yellow in it. That one's really pretty as well. And it doesn't fray very much either. So that's a good thing. You really don't even have to wood burn it, even if you're making a flower. It's pretty low on the fray scale. Why are you in trouble? Why does this keep coming off? My screen keeps coming off. And I can't see your guys' comments. So in the going along the center, we're only going to put mesh because we're going to do a bow at the bottom, a bow at the top, and we're going to have our 3 butterflies going down the center. So there's no need to put ribbon tails and stuff in there because you won't barely see them. The bulk of our swag is almost done. Yeah, it would be a beautiful centerpiece, absolutely. But we're doing a swag, so. But to make a centerpiece, you would do exact same thing as we're doing right now. But the centerpiece, you'd probably have something in the middle that's tall, right? To make it a centerpiece and put all your stuff around it. But you could make a centerpiece with the same ribbons and mesh and same florals. You could make a centerpiece to match, you know, your swag or your wreath that you're made. All right, we'll fuss with the ribbons after we're done this. 2 more. So we cut 6 pieces of, we had 4 ribbons we were using. 2 of them are 7/8 of an inch. So we did 2 1.5 inch ribbons and 2 7/8 ribbons, both 6 pieces of each at 13 inches. Okay, last ribbon tail. outside is done. That's the majority of the work done right there. Okay, now we're going to start on the center part. The center part, so this is the bottom. I'm going to start, I wrote right on my boards, top, bottom, so I knew. Okay, so we're going to go down the center. We're going to use the same rows that we did for the outside. We're going to go down and up right in the middle there. I'm just going to put this right in the center like that. This is come around with my zip tie. I'm going to tuck this under everything. And then I'm going to take a bigger piece of our floral. So the bottom I'll use the purple. And the top I'm going to use the pink because we have the purple on each side. And I'm just going to cut this down. Oh my goodness. There we go. That in to the zip tie. There we go. Okay. Now the rest we're just doing mesh. Oh, I have to cut more mesh. 16-inch pieces. This is a vertical foil plaid mesh. So one butterfly is going to go right there. Another piece. Now don't judge my swag until we're completely done. Like I say all the time, you gotta trust the process. It's a process of putting this together. And you can't really decide if you like it until like literally the very end. Right? You gotta get everything on. So I'm literally just putting the ruffle center right in the middle and coming around with the zip tie. butterflies are going to go in the middle. So far, this thing is about 36 inches long. It's a big one. 36 inches. It's going to take half my door up. But I wanted to get all 3 butterflies on, so I needed a big one. Well, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Okay, we have just the bottom one down here, and we are going to take this one pick. So we did purple at the top, and at the bottom here is the pink on each corner, so we are going to put a purple on the bottom. Rip this off that big stem. Oh shoot, I didn't put anything there. All right, one more piece of mesh. These out of the way. So I'm literally just going down the center hole up, and we need one more piece of mesh. This is so big, I might have to put some matching clothes on this and do a little TikTok, like the trend these days. You know the trend where people dress up and they have these ginormous wreaths and swag, and they do a little dance on Instagram. Maybe I'm going to have to do that with my ginormous swag. Right? Okay. I'm only teasing. Sorta. Kinda. Some of those wreaths that they show on these TikTok and Instagram reels, oh my God, they're beautiful. But you really can make gorgeous wreaths, but you know, you have to really be careful how much stuff you're putting into your wreath and stuff, because you know, it could get really expensive. You dare me? Cut this down a bit more. They're beautiful. I wish I had the time and energy to dress up and do some fun TikToks. I just never have the time. And then we'll put one of these in behind too. How's that? So this is the bottom of the swag. These apart. All right, we got everything in, well, so far. We're going to have to open all these go around and pull all the greenery and stuff to the center and do our ribbon tails and all that jazz. But let's get these butterflies on to see how it's going to look. And then we'll make a couple bows. I think I'm going to need to make this a little bigger. Move some of this out. Because this is big. Look how big this thing is. This would be a great centerpiece as well. Put a nice big candle here and some more greenery or florals in there. All right, let's get our butterflies. So this is the top. So I think I'm going to put yellow butterfly kind of in the middle here. The purple like that. And the pink. I'm going to overlap them a bit. How does that look? And we'll put a bow right here and then a bow down here. No, I actually don't think we need like big, huge bows. Can you guys see that? It's big. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Woo! Let's get it on. Okay, I'm just going to use white pipe cleaners. Okay, so on the back of these bad boys, there is a like one of these hook things. We are just going to put the pipe cleaner right through that and give it a twist. There's one. These are going to go fast, these butterflies. They're in it $3.55 and they're metal. Now, obviously, you don't have to do a ginormous. Where's my, let's see, this is the single. Let's compare. This is the single, one single rectangle board compared to the double. Can you guys see how big? It just keeps going on and on. So, 1, 2. Just wanted to show you guys the size difference, that's all. Butterflies, yeah, I just don't know how I would do that with the bow in the middle. I'm just going to go with my idea. We'll see. You know it's great with these boards. If it doesn't, if I don't like it, nothing is glued in. So I can just snip the zip tie and move out, you know, if I don't like where the butterfly is or whatever, I just snip the zip tie or the pipe cleaner and move it out. I think doing our ribbon tails and moving all our greenery and everything is going to take more time than anything. All right, so I have more pink up here, so I'm going to do the purple butterfly. And we're just going to go right over top of the zip tie here. There we go, just down and down. Make sure nothing is stuck under there. Okay, give it a twist in the back there. There's one butterfly, and then we can turn it. We'll put the yellow one in the center. one. This one right here. We're just going to overlap a little bit. This one going that way. And the pink one down here. So if you're going to do this on the oval board, like I showed at the beginning, you can have your 3 butterflies. So fill up your oval, and then you can put the 3 butterflies, you know, going one at the top, one in the middle, one at the bottom. And then on this side, just do a fun bow with this beautiful mesh. All right, I think I like that. Okay. Whoa, this is big. So there's the back. So I'm not going to cut these yet until I know exactly that's where my butterflies want to go. Once I've done that, I'll cut these down and put them back down the holes. All right, so I'm going to put, probably don't even need a bow, but I wonder if I should just move these up. Huh. Give me a sec. I've got to think here. Got to think. Thinking moving this one up, moving them all up, and just having a bow kind of at the bottom. Yeah, I think that's what I might do. Let's see. Go down through the mesh. So I'm moving these up because I think I'm just going to do a bow at the bottom, like I said. Hi, Lovey.
Hello.
What you doing? Getting ready for bed?
On YouTube, listening to oldies, reliving my teenage years again.
You are?
Like always, you know I do that.
Yeah, I know.
I seen your little thing down there and it looks so warm, and
What thing?
your swag you're making there.
Oh, isn't it pretty?
It is. It's warm feeling. Feels,
Warm.
Feels springy.
Well, it's definitely springy. Springy.
Springy.
Okay. So I think I'm going to leave the yellow there. I'm trying to get all 3 butterflies on here. And I think I just have to move up the pink, and then I'm going to put a nice bow right there, and then it's going to take me forever to fix the ribbon tails and everything. I'll do that tomorrow. So I'm going to move this up just one row, and then we're going to put a bow right there. And then I think that's it. So I'm just kind of going through the mesh. You can see the holes through the mesh.
That'd be beautiful in come springtime, not now, obviously.
I know, it's going to be like half the door.
But no, and on the wall there in our little sitting area out by the fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would look nice out there.
Okay. All right, so they're not glued, so I can move them around. Once I do the ribbon tails and everything, that'll all be situated nice. All right, and then I'm going to put just a nice bow right here, just because I love these ribbons. And then I have to move all the greenery so we can see it all.
I'll get a few more oldies in before you're done.
Move these antennae. Let's move them up a little bit so they are a bit 3D-ish. Oh, I like that. That is pretty. Very pretty. Okay, let's make a bow for down below. And then, like I said, I have to, the last thing to do after I make the bow is to move all, you know, our greenery, spread it out, move our ribbon tails and all that. And I can do that tomorrow. I definitely don't have to do it on a live. But just moving everything around. And again, we didn't use any glue. You can glue your stuff in if you want. But if I didn't want all this in, I could literally clip everything off and start all over, which is the nice thing. Okay, let's make a cute bow. We're just going to put a bow right down here, and then we're going to call it done. Very pretty. It's perfect for spring and Easter. Okay, let's use some of these pretty ribbons. So I'm going to definitely put the yellow in behind. Now I don't want a huge bow or anything. Actually, the yellow is so stark. I don't think I'm going to even use the yellow in my bow at all. I think I'm going to just use this rose, the rose ribbon. It's good. And that is 10 inches. Maybe I should just do a funky bow. Actually, I'm just gonna do kind of like a funky bow. Okay, 6-inch tail. Twist. I'll do 5-inch loop. No, 6-inch loop. 6-inch. 5-inch. 5-inch loop. My nose is running. Thank you, Joyce. I am going to wait and see. I'm going to put a little bow down there. It will set it all off nice. I promise. All right, then I'm going to come in with this really pretty, the light pink 7/8 Swiss dot. Again, we'll do a 6-inch tail, give it a twist. This is only 7/8 inch ribbon. Do 5-inch. 5-inch, the 6-inch tail. Just a small little cute bow. This one's longer, there we go. Yeah, the the 7/8 Swiss dot is really cute. I think we got, this is pretty too, the 7/8 fine glitter. This is that glitter that doesn't come off. So the glitter doesn't come off. And then I'm going to put this right in the middle. See, nothing too fancy. That's it. Zip tie. Pipe cleaner. Bring this straight off my bow maker. Put a zip tie around the center. I have some of these florals left. I can put a little bit of floral into my bow. Yellow. Is that all that's left is just the yellow? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to put this in behind. Incorporate it into my bow. It's going to face downwards. And then I'm putting my pipe cleaner in. You guys are probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? Just watch. Watch the magic happen. Or watch me make a mess and knock everything over. There we go. We have, we'll probably have about 2 feet. About 2 feet. We actually, maybe even more. We had a lot of snowfall today. Alrighty, this is going to go straight. Spread that apart. All right, and now I'm going to put this with the yellow going downwards. Going right through the mesh. Stand up so I can. Now if you slide the board off your table, the light shines through and you'll be able to see the holes. Unless you have a double layer of mesh there, which you do. There's one. Or I could use my, there we go, my handy dandy needle. So just put that, bring it down. I feel some resistance. I stop when I feel the resistance and give it a twist on the back. Okay, so this greenery is just gonna kind of sit over top. Open your loops. Get your scissor fingers and kind of give that a nice curl. Open your loops. Not bad for 7/8 inch ribbon, right? And some 1.5. I'm going to cut a little bit shorter. Here we go. So this one. That one's good. Just added a little, just a little extra something to our swag at the bottom there. Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? Let me flip it over so you guys can see it better. See, nothing fancy, just a nice little loopy bow. And that's the bottom. Like I said, I have to do the ribbon tails, which I will pull apart, and we'll fix all this greenery because I'm going to spread it all out so it all cascades along the side there. You guys see that bow? And then we're going to go all the way up to the top. I'll fix all this so you guys will be able to see. I'll take a picture tomorrow when I'm done it. We're going to put a hanger on this bad boy. Let's flip it over. And then I'm going to smush my bow. So when I'm done fixing everything, which I think everything, my butterflies are going to be good there, you're going to go and put the ends of your pipe cleaners down into the hole. So you keep all this nice and neat. And we're just going to use I'm going to use one of my big 10-inch zip ties. And just in that next set of holes, it's a little bit thicker. There's our hanger. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, it's pretty. Now you can bend these. These butterflies do bend. Oh. This bad boy's big. Look at how big this is. So I was saying they bend. So what you can do is kind of fold it up a bit so it's more 3D. Like that. Keep the yellow one flat. Kind of bend up the pink one. And I'll fix. Now you can add a bit of glue underneath because it's just on there with the pipe cleaner. But that is how you can make a big ol' big full juicy swag with 2 rectangle boards. Yay! And we didn't quite use a whole roll of mesh. This is the single one. This is the double one. So there you go. You can definitely see a difference. So if you wanted to do just one butterfly, you most definitely can do the exact same thing I just did and just use one rectangle board. Or if you have a double door, You do get 2 rectangle boards, and you can do 2 swags. Just get maybe 2 of the same color butterfly and mimic for the 2 doors. Or you can make a huge statement and make a big bad boy like this. When did I do this? It is on, I don't know if I did this in the VIP, but it's really pretty. It's got this little thing that says family is everything. Yeah, but I made it exactly the same as I just showed you guys the big one. Just put, you know, the greenery and the ribbon tails, just like I did this one. I just have to, you could see how I moved all the greenery kind of up. I'm going to do the same thing with that. And we have about 1/4 of a roll of mesh left. So not even a full roll of mesh made this huge. We have 3/4 of a roll of the ribbon left. That ribbon and that ribbon. And don't forget, I used 7/8. So we didn't use very much ribbon whatsoever. There's the yellow. There's the purple. There's the 7/8 Swiss dot. The pink. So not much at all. And then this was already opened, but I still have about 1/2 a roll of the roses. And then we used the 4 different floral picks and then the 3 butterflies. And you make a ginormous swag. I think it turned out great. Or if you're lazy, which I'm normally lazy, you can do it on an oval and just put your butterflies around one side, make a nice hangy loopy bow on the other side and call it done. Totally up to you. Anyways, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. So everybody can stop messaging me now. I made the 3 butterfly thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hey, that's not bad. That only took me 1.5 hours. Not bad at all. It is nice. It will be nice soon as I'm, you know, finish primping everything. That takes the longest time is primping everything. Oh, I have such a mess. I make such a mess. Messy, messy, messy. All right, everybody. I will, like I said, I will post the finished product, the finished piece tomorrow. And I can't wait to see what you guys, let's see what the total length was. Now our picks are kind of long out the top here, right? It's 36. You're looking at about 37 inches. 37 inches our swag is. But with the nice thing about the rectangle boards is you can make them, we can even make this even longer. So you can actually use the 2 last holes and make it even longer. We made it these 2 holes, row A and B, or no, we did J and I together. So this size rectangle made this big swag. But the nice thing is you can make it bigger or smaller. You can use 1 like I did with this one and make 2 the same. You can make a big centerpiece. You can join, put a small board in the center and join these and make like a really cool centerpiece where it's round and then it has the sides. There's just so much that you can do with the boards. Just use your imagination. All right, my friends, that's all I got. And I will, it's on YouTube already, so you'll be able to see the replay. And like I said, I'll post a picture tomorrow when it's all done. Thanks for joining me. It was a lot of fun. It is huge, but it was fun. It was easy to make too. So like I said, if you use zip ties, if you don't like it, you can just snip the zip ties off. It's not like when you're gluing all the stuff in. If you don't like it, it's really hard to take everything out. So if you use zip ties, you're not committed. You don't have that committal, which is what I like, because if it sucks, I have no problem taking it apart and starting over. So, all right, everybody, have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.